Hey guys, what's going on tonight? We're ripping some durum off. The weather kind of changed on me. I thought we were going to have Monday, Tuesday, but it looks like we did. Well, we might have Tuesday, but the wind's going to come up, so decided to come out tonight and rip some durum acres, so I have a little bit easier time tomorrow and I can stay out of the wind. But I'm hoping essentially to be done all the early durum tomorrow. So we are going to give her snooze here. We got some power poles to go around, and so we're gonna do that, and maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we're gonna get some, maybe we'll start in the dark tomorrow, I don't know, but that's kind of what's going on. And then we'll be doing more scouting, try and find out what's going on with mustard, and from there we will be spot spraying wild oats until the last of the durum hits 4-leaf, and then we'll be spraying the rest of that. So let's see what kind of adventures we can get onto here. So hope you guys are turning a wheel and having some good weather. Whether you need rain, you're getting it, or uh-oh. There is a down power line right there. Son of a gun. That is wild and crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. I don't even know how we're going to deal with this. We're going to have to be really careful around that for sure. So I don't even know how that would happen. It just looks like the transformer broke right off the top. We'll inspect that more as we get up. She's always an adventure, boys. Always an adventure. So yeah, we will see what's going on with that, and obviously we don't mess around with power lines. So this is where I'm talking about. I really don't want to get a whole lot closer than this. So essentially you can just see that the transformer, or the bell, just kind of came right off the top of the pole. Looks like one of the bolts just let loose, so it holds it there and it's just hanging there. I called the homeowner who lives in the yard, and they thought that their power had been fine today, so I don't think it's live outside, but at the same time we're not going to mess with this because it's too dangerous. So I just split the line on both sides where I could get through on the other poles, and we're just going to leave it at that. And it looks like I ended up accidentally missing a little bit that I didn't cover with the fence row in the middle. I'll just touch it up. So that's that. So that's my adventure for tonight. So I don't think I've ever seen that before, not without anything breaking. So always better to be safe than sorry with this one. I don't want to blow up the sprayer or myself. So the appropriate people have been called, and it should be getting fixed here hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, what's going on this morning? So here's what happened last night. The weatherman said essentially danger Will Robinson. It looks like a sprinkle, so we shut it down. And this morning it also said danger Will Robinson sprinkle, so we're kind of just trying to fade both those things. It hasn't sprinkled. I don't necessarily think it's going to sprinkle here, but we're exercising some caution. So I'm just grabbing the water truck from the yards where it's at, and we have to bust it we have to bust it a couple miles down the road to where the sprayer is. And yeah, we'll get rolling here hopefully. We'll check the radar and check the hourly forecast right before. I mean, if everything would have came to pass as it should, we should have had almost a 1/10 and a half of rain. But come on, you. Come on, you. But it's not really what happened. Not even necessarily acting like there's a whole lot of dew out, so it's actually a lot darker out right now than what it should be. The sun is actually coming up, but it's behind that cloud over there, so it's acting darker than it should. But it's about 4:30 here, so if we can get everything rolling by 5, spray from 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7:30ish, that'll be just fine. That should fade the wind for today, and we'll move on to spot spraying until the last of the durum gets big enough that we can spray that full out. Oh, the other thing is I think we're going to try and get that fertilizer out today. So it'd be nice if I could be done this by 8 o'clock, and then we can go to town, get the fert spreader hopefully, and get what's out of the drill and the bin out of there onto the field close to home there, and we will hopefully then get some rain on it this week. That's what the forecast is for. There's kind of been close to an inch of rain on the forecast here. They kind of keep changing the days, but when it's going to rain the heaviest, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that's why we're kind of going with making sure everything gets done here just in case it does open up tomorrow night. There, now we don't have to maneuver the sprayer very far, and off we go. Hey guys, so we're on tank 2 here. This is going to be the last tank. We're cruising along. Hit the weather just right between last night and today. And we're going to get done here in pretty good conditions. So pretty pleased with that. But I did the math wrong when I checked my acre counter at the end of the first tank, because I knew I was going to be done. And I added... we have a little bit too much solution comparative to how many acres we have left. I did, the solution isn't hot or anything. I'm just going to end up with more of it than I needed this time. Sadly, I did the math right the first time. I just don't know why I messed up when I pulled up to the truck and stabbed that extra jug, so that's gonna cost me, but I'm gonna find the most efficient place to run it out on. I think I can just put it out on some of the chem follow ground that doesn't have 2,4-D in it, and it'll just, I guess we'll just go with a little more residual on that. There's no recropping restrictions that I'm worried about. this particular product, so we're just going to carry on here and cruise on and try not to make any more mistakes today, and we'll be on to those spots here pretty quick. I think the way the timing's going to work out, I probably will try and run and get the fertilizer spreader first here this morning and get that set up. Just gonna keep rolling on here. So we got the fert spreader from town with the 7800, and we're gonna make that PTO, spin those wheels, and drop what's left out in the drill and the cone of that bend. So I don't know, I'm gonna go take 4045 and spray wild oat spots in the durum. So I don't know if I'll get in on much of that action. Dad's just going to get the PTO adapter and away he'll go. We're actually just going to a field just down here close to home. Use this chem follow to trail along so we're not in the crop, and that'll be that. So I guess we're all busy today. Maybe something will actually happen. If we get that rain, this will really help on those sandy hills. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. We got the fert spreader back from town, and Dad is getting that going, so we can do two things at once here. I am out spot spraying edges in the durum. Getting a little gusty, but it's okay for what we're doing, and I can work my edges around in a way that it makes sense. So I just want to try and show you what I look for when I'm spraying spots, or when I think there's more of a spot around an edge than one would think. So you can see here, coming around this old yard, for one, right off the edge, you can just see the difference. Come around the corner, you can see how it gets thick there. That's obviously, we're actually going to go full boom here. I know this is a spot where we almost always have wild oats. You can actually see that the octane did yellow some of that plant material out. I know it does have a little bit of residual control, but you can just see, it'll be better when we turn around here. You'll be able to see a little bit better coming back up the row. How you can see down in the row, where you can see where the gap is. You'll be able to see that that gap is filled in with another grassy type material. I really only have one more edge I want to do after this, so we'll zip and do that, and it'll be lunchtime, and then I guess we'll see what happens there. Yeah, you can see now that yellow in between the greenish rows is wild oats. That's what we're after. Should get it. Already looks wounded. be all for this field. Sadly, we gotta drive up the field, but such is life. So, on to the next. Guys, what's going on tonight? We're just weighing out here. We're just finishing the day up. Dad ended up finishing off with the fertilizer thing. I thought I was going to end up out there. What happened was I was looking around. I found a larger patch of either Persian Darnell or wild oats in some of the mustard, so I cleaned out the sprayer and loaded up. Essentially, I cleaned out the sprayer and loaded up for 40 acres worth, greased it and what have you. I think we got some mustard going out tomorrow maybe. That'll require some shoveling, so I didn't want to deal with this tomorrow. I didn't want to deal with the fertilizer tomorrow, so that's done. This is done. We should just be able to kind of focus on what we have to, either finish up in the yard before the rain comes here, and we're hoping to get a big one. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and keep following along on this adventure that is our 2021 crop season. Everything's looking great. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.